Welcome back, children. Let us complete the line-wise paraphrasing of Act 4, Scene 1. We begin with line number 205, Duke's speech. He shall do this or else I do recant. So the Duke assures Antonio that Shylock will definitely fulfill these two conditions. That is, he will get converted into a Christian and he will get made a legal document, that is the deed of gift, according to which all his property on his death will go to his daughter Jessica and his son-in-law Lorenzo. Or else, otherwise, if he does not fulfill these two conditions, I do recant means I withdraw the pardon that I late pronounced here. Late means recently. Otherwise, I will withdraw the pardon, the forgiveness that I recently announced. Now, what forgiveness? That is the life of Shylock. It was said the life of Shylock lies in the hands of the Duke. So, he pardons it. Portia. Art thou contented? Art means are. Thou means you. Contented means satisfied. So, are you satisfied, Jew? What dost thou say? Those means do. Thou means you. So, what do you say? Shylock, I am content. He says, I am satisfied. Portia, clerk, draw a deed of gift. So, Portia tells Nerissa, that clerk, please type out that legal document called the deed of gift. Shylock, I pray you. It means I request you, give me leave to go from hence. Give me leave means kindly give me permission to go from hence means here. Give me permission to go from here. I am not well. I am not feeling well. Send the deed after me. Please send that legal document, the deed of gift, after me, that is behind me, and I will sign it. Send it to my home and I will sign it. Duke, get thee gone. So I give you permission, you may go, but do it. But see that you sign the deed of gift. Gratiano, in christening shalt thou have two godfathers. So Gratiano refers to the Christian ceremony. That is, when the Christians are admitted to the Christian faith by the ceremony of baptism with holy water, each child has two godfathers. And the duty of those godfathers is to take care that the child, he grows up to be a good Christian. And godfathers is another name given for the members of a jury. That is, a jury consists of a body of 12 judges who are called the godfathers, who have together pass a sentence on a criminal. So here he is referring to a jury of 12 judges who would have condemned Shylock to death. So Gratiano says that in the ceremony of christening or the baptism, shalt means shall, thou means you. You shall have two godfathers. Now, although it is a small child who enters into the Christian faith by baptism, but here Shylock is going to convert into Christianity, so he will be going through the baptism ceremony. So he says, when you go for the baptism ceremony, you will be having two godfathers who will see to it that you follow all the commandments of Christianity. Had I been judge, he says, if I had been the judge, thou shouldst have 10 more. Thou means you, shoulds means should. Then you should have had 10 more, means 10 plus 2 godfathers makes 12, referring to a jury of 12 judges who would condemn Shylock to death. To bring thee means you, on the gallows, to bring you to the gallows, not to the font, to be taken for execution, to be killed, rather than to be taken you to the font, that is the small bowl in which the holy water is kept, and which holy water from the font is taken, and the ceremony of baptism is carried out by putting that holy water on the head of the person who is being converted into a Christian. Here, Shylock is being converted into a Christian. Exit Shylock. Duke, sir, I entreat you. Sir, I invite you home with me to dinner. I invite you to come to my home and have dinner with me. Portia, I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. So Portia says, I humbly request you my grace to excuse me, to forgive me. I must away this night toward Padua. I must away means I must go away tonight towards Padua, and it is meet. Meet means it would be necessary. I presently set forth. Presently means at once. Set forth means start the journey. It's important that I should start off the journey immediately. Duke, I am sorry that your leisure serves you not. He says, I really feel bad that you don't have free time to spare to have dinner with me. Antonio, gratify this gentleman. So he says to Antonio, gratify means reward this gentleman who has saved your life. For in my mind, for means because, in my mind means I think you are much bound to him. I think you are really indebted to him. Bound means indebted. Because why is he indebted to him? Because he saved his life. Exit the Duke Magnificos and train and all the followers. Bassanio, most worthy gentleman, I and my friend have by your wisdom been this day acquitted of grievous penalties. So Bassanio is addressing Portia and he says, my most worthy gentleman, my friend Antonio and I myself have been this day acquitted means saved. Acquitted means relieved or saved. Have today been saved by your wisdom, the wisdom that you used in fighting the case of grievous penalties. That is, grievous means terrible legal punishments. In lieu whereof, in lieu means in return, whereof means for which, in return for which 3,000 ducats due unto the Duke, we freely cope your courteous pains withal, and in return for which we offer you 3,000 ducats, which was due to be paid to the Jew. We freely cope means we most willingly pay for your courteous means kind, pains means trouble. We most willingly want to pay for the kind troubles you have taken. Antonio, and stand indebted, and we will always remain indebted to you over and above. Over and above means in addition. We'll always remain indebted to you in love and service to you evermore, out of love and the hard work that you have done for us. Portia, he is well paid, that is well satisfied. So she says a person does get a good payment when he is satisfied with his work. And I, delivering you, and I, in saving you, am satisfied. I did my work well. I was successful in saving you from the clutches of the Jew, so I am satisfied with it. And therein do account myself well paid. And therein means in this way, I feel that I am well paid because I am satisfied with the work I have done. I've got success in that. My mind was never yet more mercenary. Mercenary means interested in money. My mind has never been interested in money. I never wanted to make money out of this. I pray you, I request you, know me when we meet again. I just request you that do recognize me the next time we cross our ways. I wish you well. I give you my best wishes, and in this way, so I take my leave, and in this way, I take permission from you to go from here. Bassanio, dear sir, of force I must attempt you further. Of force means out of necessity. I must try to make another attempt to change your mind. Take some remembrance of us. Remembrance means take something as a reminder of us, as a tribute. Take it as a token of our respect for you, not as a fee. We don't take it as a fee, just take as a token of our love and respect for you. Out of this, for this, please grant me two things. I pray you, I request you, grant me two favors, not to deny me. First favor is not to refuse this request, and second, to pardon me, and second, to please forgive me for making this request. Portia, you press me far. You really push me very hard, and therefore I yield, and therefore I give up. I give in. To Antonio, She says, okay, give me your gloves. She turns towards Antonio and she tells him, you let me have your gloves. I will wear them for your sake. And I will wear your gloves out of politeness, for the sake of your politeness. To Bassanio. And for your love, she turns towards Bassanio and she says, for your love means as a token of your love and friendship, I will take this ring from you. I will take this ring that you are wearing on your finger. And she's pointing out to that finger on which he is wearing the ring that Portia gave him. Do not draw your hand back. So when Portia asks for that ring, Bassanio quickly draws his hands back. So he says, please, she says, don't pull your hand back. I'll take no more. I'm not asking for anything else. And you in love shall not deny me this. And you out of your love and gratitude towards me will not refuse me this ring. Bassanio, this ring, good sir, alas, is a trifle. He says, this ring, my dear good sir, is alas. It is, trifle means it is worthless. It is of very small value. I will not shame myself to give you this. He says, I don't want to embarrass myself by giving you this ring of insignificant value. I don't want to be embarrassed. Portia, I will have nothing else but only this. So Portia says, I will have nothing else from you except this ring. And now methinks means I think. And now I think I have a mind to it. And now I think I want to have it. I wish to have this ring. Bassanio, there's more depends on this than on the value. He says, well, this ring, it means more to me than its actual value, than its monetary value. The dearest ring in Venice will I give you. Dearest means the most expensive. I will give you the most expensive ring available in Venice. And find it out by proclamation. And I will find out which is the most expensive ring in Venice by making a public announcement on the streets of Venice. Only for this, but only with regards to only this ring, I pray you, I request you, pardon me, please forgive me, please excuse me. Portia, I see, sir, you are liberal in offers. Portia says, well, I see, sir, that you are very liberal means very generous in making the offers. You teach me how a beggar should be. You taught me first to beg. Initially, you encouraged me. You taught me how a person should beg for something. And now I think you teach me how a beggar should be answered. And now I think you are teaching me how a beggar should be refused, how he should be replied. Bassanio, good sir, he says, my dear good sir, this ring was given me by my wife. This ring was given to me by my wife, and when she put it on, and when she put this ring on my finger, she made me vow. Vow means she made me promise that I should neither sell nor give it nor lose it. She made me promise that I should never sell it, nor give it away to someone, nor lose it. Portia, that excuse serves many men to save their gifts. This is excuse, E-X-C-U-S-E. She says this is the excuse that many men use in order to save their gifts. And if your wife be not a mad woman, here be means is, and if your wife is not a mad woman and know how well I have deserved the ring, and if she knew how well I deserve to have this ring, how well she deserves to have the ring means how she successfully fought the case of Antonio and saved his life, then she would not hold out enemy forever. Then I am sure she would not hold out enemy means she would not be angry with you for giving it to me, for giving away the ring to me. Well, peace be with you. Well, anyhow, I am going. May you always be peaceful and happy. Exit Portia and Nerissa. Antonio, when both of them leave, then Antonio talks to Bassanio. My lord Bassanio, let me have the ring. Let him have the ring. So he says, Lord Bassanio, give the ring to that lawyer. Let his deservings, let his meritorious service, and my love withal, and the love you have for me, both his deservings and the love you have for me, be valued against your wife's commandment. Apostrophe is for the missing A. Let them be considered more valuable than your wife's commandment, means than your wife's orders or her commands. Bassanio, he gives up. He says, okay, go Graciano, run and overtake him. So Bassanio removes the ring from his finger and gives it to Graciano and tells him, go Graciano, take the ring, run behind him and catch up with him. Give him the ring and bring him if you canst. Give him the ring and bring him if you canst means can unto Antonio's house. Get him along with you to Antonio's house. Away means go away. Make haste means be quick, hurry up. Exit Graciano. Graciano goes away from there. Come, you and I will thither presently. So Bassanio says to Antonio, come on Antonio, you and I will thither means go there. Presently means now or at once. We will go over there now, that is to Antonio's house immediately. And in the morning early will we both fly towards Belmont. So, and in the early morning means tomorrow early morning, both of us will travel. Fly towards means will travel very quickly towards Belmont. Come on Antonio, let us go. Exit. Thank you. With this, we end Act 4, Scene 1.